Well, guys, His and Her Money is 1 year old. So we're going to take a look back at some of the highlights coming up.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back to another and special edition of the Sunday Night Sit Down with His and Her Money. I'm Talib.
And I'm Ty, and we're managing money, marriage, and everything in between. I'm like so excited. I don't know why. I'm like cheesing from ear to ear, but guys, we are 1 year old.
Boom.
Woo! His and Her Money, 1 year old, guys.
So
yes.
This whole thing started on a date night.
It did.
We were sitting out having a lovely dinner, and I shared with my wife that, you know what, I would really love if we can take our message and our passion and put it online so that we can help other people. And that's where this whole thing started,
that's
man.
Right. And I was so surprised because I was the one that was out in the media world and things like that. And I had no idea that you even had an interest to do that, because for some of you guys who don't know, my husband, he's sort of an introvert.
I'm not sort of. I am really.
Yeah, he is. He really is. Like, you would not think so, but you put a mic in his hand, I'd be like, please, you're not shy. You're not none of this stuff, you know. And he's told a story before of how you didn't, what was it, take one class of communication?
Right. So I have 3 degrees now, but the first time that I tried to go to college, I went to go get a 2-year degree while I was in the military, and I was 1 class away from my associate's degree. And that class was a speech class. And I was so terrified of public speaking that I never took that class and I never got that degree.
You guys can't tell, can you? Because let me tell you, he enjoys this platform.
Yeah, this is what God made for us.
Yes, I was so excited when he brought it to my attention that he wanted us to do this together, and I was all in. Because at that point, couples were already coming to us, asking our advice, and this is something that we eat, sleep, and breathe. We enjoy it. We thoroughly, thoroughly do, and we live it. And so to be able to share with you guys and to see all of the love and the growth that we've gotten in this past year, it has been remarkable. Yeah. So we wanted to take the time just to highlight some of our favorite points throughout this entire 1 year journey. So we're going to be showing you guys some slips. No.
That was a slip.
Yep, that was. So we're going to be showing you guys some clips of some great times and also some times where we were really, really emotional or touched. But before we do, make sure that you guys watch it all the way to the very end, because we're going to be giving away a little something just to say thank you to you guys. And one of you guys will be winning a special prize. So this past week, we made 1 year, and guys, we have over 8,600 subscribers. That is remarkable. And let me tell you something, guys. We love each and every one of you.
Each and every one.
We really do. We talk about you all the time. We pray for you guys, and we look forward to being able to share with you all. We also have a website, hisandhermoney.com, which has grown leaps and bounds. And also, too, within this year, we started some new ventures, such as our podcast show. You could talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we are on iTunes and Sticher Radio with the His and Her Money show. And thanks to you guys, we have consistently been ranked very highly in the business investing category on the iTunes charts. Mm-hmm. And we talk about a lot of debt-free stories, a lot of personal finance advice, and a lot of marriage advice. And it's just been a blessing to us first. And based on the results of the downloads that we've been getting, it's clearly been a blessing to others as well.
That's right. That's right. We have over 70.
Yeah, we are over 70 episodes deep.
Unbelievable. And guys, we have over 133 videos here on YouTube. Wow, that's amazing. 133. So if you guys are just now joining us, you want to grab your cup of tea or a cup of coffee and sit back and just enjoy our videos and watch. But we're going to share some of the highlights. One of my memorable highlights, I have a few, but one I remember that we did for Christmas, how to avoid Christmas debt, and 7 ways to avoid Christmas debt. And one of my tips was to make sure that you search Pinterest to find out some Pinterest tips. And well, guys, why don't you all check it out and see why I enjoyed this moment. Pinterest has plenty of ideas for
including jam.
Including jam. That's right. And creative things. I mean, you could put popcorn seeds in a little mason jar from the Dollar Tree.
I wish I would get some popcorn seeds. I wish somebody would give me some popcorn seeds. What? I hope that's not under the tree this year. I better not see no popcorn seed. Or else Pinterest is gonna be banned. I still feel the same way. Like, I better not ever see popcorn seeds under the tree.
Why
Ever.
not? With the pretty
Ever.
bow, pretty ribbon.
No.
It's
No.
the thought, right?
I don't like popcorn that much.
Well, at least someone
like
thought
popcorn
of
that
you
much.
is what I'm saying. Okay. What was one of your memorable moments?
Well, probably one of the toughest moments was we did a video where we talked about financial infidelity, and it was still tough because it was a tough point in our marriage when we went through it, and as we were sitting here talking about it, you know, it kind of took us back to that place where we were. So, you know, here's a clip of it. You can check it out for yourself.
But when you keep things from one another, it's going to do nothing but add more and more problems and more stress. What?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, okay. Why are you putting your head down?
But it's not a fun topic to talk about like
It's
the other
not.
topics. So
It's not. But it makes me feel
it's
bad.
gonna help people.
It makes me
There's
feel
nothing to
bad.
feel bad about.
Okay, we overcame this. Yeah, that was kind of tough for me as well too, because I saw that although we were many years past that, 8 years past, 9 years past, that I still saw how it was a sore spot and how it still weighed heavily on you, and it seemed like you carried still a little guilt or maybe even shame, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to know that I did that, even though it's long gone and we've moved on and moved past. It still hurts to know that you hurt somebody.
Yeah.
And so, but that's what this channel is all about. Us bringing not only our successes to the table, but some of the areas where we failed, so that in both instances, you all can be helped and you all can be benefited.
Yep. And I can speak on one of my failures that I felt during our marriage, and I shared it with you guys in our video, why our home was lacking. Oh my gosh, we received so much outpour and so many responses of how this video touched your lives. And guys, it just really blessed me and touched my heart. I was open. I did not expect to, be as emotional. I shared some things with you that you never heard before in that video, and it was just raw, open, and honest. And so, yep, let's show you guys a little bit of that right now too. You know what?
We're praying.
And you know what? I don't know why I'm like teary-eyed.
You okay?
Yeah. You know what? Like, I repented to God, but I have to repent to you. I have to,
Baby? And it's all
Sorry, guys.
good.
But I have to apologize because I know that I lacked in areas in the beginning,
So did I.
you know? And so I just have to say I'm sorry for not doing my part,
So
you know, and being frustrated, you know, and it came off sometimes, and I didn't really understand you, and there's so many women out there like me who feel they don't feel appreciated. You know, I thank God that I have you and you appreciate me, you know, but there are women out there that don't feel appreciated. They do everything. They're cooking dinner, they're cleaning the house, you know, and it's important that as a spouse that you tell your spouse every now and then, thank you, I notice, I see you. You know, and so that's probably what the tears are, because I had to repent to God, and I don't think I've ever asked for, you know, your forgiveness. I apologize. I know there were some things that I could have done better.
yeah, that came out of nowhere for me, and it just goes to show again, we come on here and we just give it to you all. Like the video title says, raw and uncut, and we do that in an effort so that you guys can win. And so, man, that was a tough moment, but as you can tell from like all the comments that are underneath that video, so many people were helped by your transparency and by your honesty.
They were. And you know what? Your messages is what touched me, because I'm not going to lie. I felt a little, I don't know, ridiculed, or I would say, or I felt judged. I felt like that it was some people in the YouTube world that was judging me. Although they may not have left a comment, I felt that they judged me because of that video. I felt that some people were thinking that I was saying that all women should stay at home and work, and that's not,
they like completely
that's
missed
not what
the
I was
point.
saying. That no woman should go outside and work. By all means, if that's what you have to do, by all means, do it. I wasn't saying that at all. I was simply just sharing one of the reasons why I know that our home lacked. And it was while I was working, and it was very difficult for me to manage the home. So that was my moment.
We were talking about our home, right?
Yes, our home. That's right. That was.
I think that's in the title.
Yeah,
our home.
That was a moment for me. On the other hand, do you know which video of ours received the most views on our channel?
No, what?
Decorating Our Home on a Budget, our living and family room tour.
Nice.
We received over 20,000 views on that video. We'll make sure that we put it in the description box and all the videos that we mentioned in the
I didn't
description
even know
box
that.
below.
20,000 views.
Yeah, right?
Jeez.
But that's one thing that we love about our channel. Not only do we talk about financial matters, but we also get to share with you guys some of our passions. And one of mine is, a lot of mine, organization. I love to organize things.
It's all related though.
Yeah, I love to decorate my home, and I do it all on a budget.
Right.
That's right, yeah. I love showing you guys my mini hauls, whether it be grocery hauls, such as Aldi hauls, or even some of my like Target hauls are some of my favorite hauls to show.
Yeah, so we kind of covered it all here, and it's been a fun ride over this past year to see how one conversation on a date night turned into this thing that just keeps growing and expanding.
And one thing that you guys have definitely taken a liking to is our hustle season videos.
Yeah.
You know, we are always trying to encourage you guys to get out of debt if at all possible. And if you are out of debt, let's pay off that mortgage and build wealth. And one of the things that we teach you guys is to hustle, you know, and find extra ways to make income. And one of our videos that got over 11,000 views so far is how we made $400 as mystery shoppers.
Yep, because listen guys, if you're gonna get out of debt, if you're gonna be free financially, you are going to have to hustle. And we call it hustle season. It's a term that we coined because listen, you're gonna have to hustle, you're gonna have to go hard, you're gonna have to go 150%, but you're gonna have to do it for a season.
Yep.
It's not something that has to happen your entire life. It has to happen long enough for you to get on firm financial footing.
What about that time when I totally forgot that you ever made beef stew in our marriage? You were really like taking that serious. Like you seemed like you were highly offended that I could not remember that you made beef stew, that you even had to tell me, yeah, the kind with the beef chunks in it.
Real beef stew, not the Dinty Moore.
Guys, we got to take a look at that. So let's take a look.
Remember, love is patient and is kind. So don't expect that some microwave result is gonna come. You may have to put this one in the crock pot and be patient.
Oh.
But in the end...
What you know about the crock pot?
Oh, you know, I get it in.
Have you ever used the crock pot before?
Absolutely. What do you mean? Have you not had my beef stew out the crock pot with the potatoes and the onions and
No,
it be all
seriously?
delicious?
Are you serious? You're joking right now.
Seriously? You
I've
don't remember
never
my
had-
beef stew?
When?
Wow.
Were we married?
Yeah, we were definitely married.
You had beef stew in a crock pot?
Yeah.
When was that? When was that, like early in our marriage?
I guess maybe.
I thought you didn't even like beef stew.
Well, I made a real one.
You made
Well,
beef
not
stew
the
in a
can.
crock pot? One
I had
time,
beef
maybe?
chunks.
That was too funny. I'm
How
still laughing.
How you don't remember the beef
I
stew?
don't remember. Now it's kind of coming to me a little bit.
My beef stew is memorable.
Well, you got to remember, those were in the days prior to having children. Now that we've had children, you know, some things I just don't remember.
Oh,
And
well.
your beef stew, I kind of remember now. But that was really funny because you were like, yeah, the kind with the beef, the real
real
beef chunks.
deal.
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
had fresh
and yeah, that's what you
vegetables,
said. I cut carrots up, so I
fresh
was
beef
rolling.
chunks. Had a chunk in there. Okay.
Too funny. Y'all don't mess with him and his stew because you see what happens, right? But what about our What You Mean videos? We got a lot of response from those too. Those were pretty cool
Yeah,
as well.
so, I mean, that was just so, it started off so random. I just went on a rant and, you know, I challenged the establishment and I call it, you know, on the first one I was talking, it just came out like, what you mean? And it kind of just took off from there. And then I started paying attention to all these scenarios that were happening, and that was my response, like, what you mean? And
Right.
it just turned into something that you all resonated and connected with. So
That's
it's
right.
real cool, and we're going to keep them going.
Right. But you know what, guys? One of our favorite things to do is to talk about you guys. And some of your comments that you've left us, truly, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Some of your responses and your comments have been so touching, so kind, so encouraging. You all had no idea when we needed that word of encouragement just to continue on, no matter what the naysayers may say. You guys pushed us forward. One that stands out to me that really touched me was a woman contacted us to let us know that we were one of the reasons why her marriage is still intact. She was on the verge of divorcing her husband.
She had the papers.
She even had the papers, and she said that we played in a very important part in the reason of her not divorcing her husband, that she actually ripped the divorce papers up.
Yeah.
And when I read that, like chills went over my body, like goosebumps. And I say, wow, Lord, this gift that you've given us, this ministry that you've given us, this platform, we want to continue to help change lives, you know, and we just want to preach the message to you guys of Christ. Really, that's really what this is about to us.
Yeah, I mean, believe it or not, guys, I mean, this is time-consuming stuff.
It is.
And there's been plenty of times where we were just like, you know, are we doing anything? Is it working? Is it effective? Are people being helped? And it seemed like at those moments we would get a comment from one of you guys to kind of lift our spirits and let us know that our work is not in vain. And
I want to say, from the very moment that we decided to come out with his or her money, that we made a vow that as long as one person wanted to hear what we had to say, we were going to give you guys over 100% of us. And you know what? We've done that. It really didn't matter about the numbers to us, and it still doesn't matter to this day about the numbers to us, as long as we're helping one person, because one person can change a whole generation. You know, and so that's what it is to us, guys. That's what it's all about. So those are just some of our very special moments, and we want to say thank you, and we want to give back to you guys. We want to host a special giveaway, and there are a couple of rules, but we want to give away this book from our friends.
Hot off the presses.
Yep, Sherry Lowe, her and her husband, both. Sherry Lowe, she actually wrote this book, Slaying the Debt Dragon. But we interviewed them for our show. We'll make sure that we link their interview down below, guys. Oh my gosh, they paid off $127,000 worth of debt. And it is remarkable. No joke. You could talk a little bit about the book.
Yeah, I read through the book really quick because it's such a great story, really, and the format that she uses, and it's really, truly practical. It helps you to make plans and to take action to become debt-free just like they did. It's not one of those books where it's just full of like research and data and this and that. Now it's a plan. Like you can walk this thing out and follow in their footsteps to debt freedom.
And I'm going to read a little bit about it. It's how one family conquered their money monster and found and inspired happily ever after. Have you made financial mistakes? Are you surrounded by mountains of bills? You don't have to face them alone. There is a way out. Sherry Lowe was shocked and overwhelmed when she realized she and her family owed $127,482.30. They hadn't blown it on designer clothes or purchased a mansion. The small, everyday expenses of living just added up until suddenly her family was being threatened by one dragon of a debt. They thought it would take forever to pay off their creditors, but through hard work and with God's help, Sherry's family vanquished this financial foe in just under 4 years. We'll make sure that we put a link over to Amazon for some of you guys who may want to check out the book now. But we are going to be giving away one copy to one of you guys. Now, there are some rules. You must be a subscriber because this is our 1 year YouTube anniversary. We want to say thank you to those who follow us. So you must be a subscriber. And we're also only giving this away, guys, to those who live in the United States. Our apologies. We wish that we can have an international giveaway, but not at this time. This particular one, you must live in the United States of America. And also, you must leave a comment below letting us know what are some future videos or series that you would like to see us do on our channel. And it does not have to be financial related. It can be anything from day in the lives to, I don't know, you guys, you name it, we want to hear it. So we will be keeping this contest open for a full 7 days. We will choose one of you guys through random.org. We'll pick the winner. Make sure that you check your message box to see if you won. And we are giving the winner 48 hours to contact us back with your full information before another winner is chosen. All right, guys. So much success to you guys. And we're excited about this giveaway, right?
That's right. All right. So enter right now.
Enter now, guys. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget, visit us over at our website at hisandhermoney.com. And meet us back here next Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, where you will see the both of us sharing with you.
And in the meantime, you can head over to iTunes or Sticher Radio and listen to the His and Her Money Show, full of practical advice to keep you motivated on your journey to financial freedom.
Well, guys, we have a candle here because we didn't have a cake, and we wanted to just blow this out, and happy 1 year to us.
All right.
All right. Bye. Oh, it's not out.
There we go.
Bye.
Peace.